You ever look at the betting slate and just think, like, damn, I got some good plays in, and then the games happen and you get smoked like a pack of Newports? Well, shit, that happened here at Money Pot. So if that happened to you last week in week one, come on in. Let's talk about it.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We're back. We are back.
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows.
We are back, baby. That's just what it opened up. We are back. Welcome, everybody, back for another episode of Money Pot Betting. This is the flagship show. I'm the host, CEO. They call me Moss Money. And, of course, I got my guy with me, my right-hand man, showing off the good colors. Be humble. What's up, bro?
Go Birds.
Right. That's all we got. Because college week one was atrocious. Trash. What B-Dub say? Trash.
It was bad.
Throw it out. I don't want to see it no more. Trash. For those who followed some of the bets last week on college football week one, I apologize. That was the worst week one that I've ever had in my career of betting. But you know what they say, one step back, two step feet forward, and that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to run it right back. Let's talk about it real quick. Just a quick kind of slate look at it and update the spreadsheet. But Penn State was close, but not close enough with that 1/2, 27.5. Boise State lost outright. The under first quarter in Texas, Ohio State didn't work. Clemson lost outright. Notre Dame lost outright. UNC got fucking trampled on. Like, everything I could throw at the wall did not stick. And this is going back to your point, bro. Week one, right? Week one is where you kind of take it back, sit back, approach, and you kind of watch. I feel the same right now for week two.
So we did have some lights. We had a little bit of light, a little bit of daylight. We did open up with the Georgia Tech game, right? So we had Georgia Tech Friday night against Colorado. That was big.
Oh, yeah. Yo, okay. Yeah, we did get a win.
Yeah, we had Georgia Tech minus
okay, we got a win.
We had two wins. We had 2 wins. Then we had, technically 3 wins because we had Texas, Ohio State under 48 and first half under. And
okay. Okay, no, you did.
But then, we took Clemson. We thought Clemson was going to handle business, and we lost that. I thought Notre Dame was going to handle business. We lost that. And our teaser lost. Bama killed our teaser, and then that was that.
Yeah. So
we were 2-3 on myself.
See, this is why you need your right-hand man with you, because when you're talking, he need to bring you up.
Yeah.
Need to remind you. Need to remind you that it wasn't all bad.
It wasn't all bad.
It just ended bad, but it wasn't all bad.
It felt bad. Because the ones you really wanted, you felt confident in all of your picks. So
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And and it happens to the best of us, but a good thing. I wouldn't even say it's a cooler because it's week one. We just got to bounce back, right? We'll just bounce back, be more strategic, and that's what we're doing here in week two and making sure we put out the best bets for everybody watching. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of everything, right? We're going to do college, we're going to do NFL, so stick with the whole goddamn show because you're going to see pretty much everything that we got here for this week. Can't wait for NFL week one. All right, so for college football week two, let me bring up the handy dandy sports book. We're going to be using FanDuel because I like the props that they can do. I think you can do some games. You can do props on college. Now, I haven't upgraded myself to the prop game in the college ranks yet, but I believe you can do some college props with FanDuel. So let me let's get the zoom right so we can see everything clearly. If not, just open up your window a little bit more on your YouTube on your phone, and we'll get it cracking. All right. So week two, a lot of games up here that don't have some lines. I do have one game for Friday. Is that a Friday?
Okay.
Yeah, Friday game. The Iowa State, man. The Cy Hawk game, as they say. Now, when I went and looked at this game, I guess I'm a little bit surprised that it wasn't as competitive as I thought. Iowa's been whipping Iowa State's ass for like the last 50 games. Like they're 44-27 against Iowa State. Iowa State hasn't won in Iowa State in, what was it, 13, 14 years. So this line at 2.5 is very, very telling of this rivalry game.
Yeah, it's a big game.
Yeah, let me see if I can. That's a little bit better on the Zoom, and yeah, that's a little bit better. So, what I did look is, obviously I would lean Iowa State here. Iowa's full rushing attack here versus Iowa State's passing game. And you guys saw that on display last week, but I mean against really bad competition. But this was an oldie but goldie 2 years ago. First quarter unders in Iowa games. Going to take it here under 7.5. This has hit 2 out of the last 5 times, and it's also hit. It's hit the last 4 out of 1 time, but out of the last 7 games, going back, this is hit. This under is 5-2. Is a better way to say it, out of the last 7. I mean, so give me the under. So oldie but goldie, one I used to do with Iowa, almost a blind bet with Iowa unders. I think in these rivalry games, it's going to get tight. These teams know each other very well. These coaching staffs know each other very well, and Iowa needs to prove that they can get out of this rut against Iowa very early for a rivalry game of this magnitude. But yeah, give me the under. Under the 7.5, minus 118.
Minus 118?
Minus 118. A little juicy. But tried to find a nugget in that game because I wanted a part of this game. So that is my play for this one. I was looking at first half a little bit. I was kind of feeling the under, but yeah, that line is scary, man. It's an Iowa line, to be real with you, at 2.5. You know what I mean? Because they just win. They just win in Iowa State. They just do. It's just
I like that. I do like first quarters, especially under the 7.5. So that, obviously a team that controls the ball on the ground.
Yep.
Not really a pass-heavy team offensively for a quarterback in Iowa. So you do have that opportunity. Iowa State. Yeah.
I think Iowa only had like 120, 130 passing yards. Everything else was rushing. It was like 300 yards rushing. I mean, that's Iowa football, though. That's what they do.
That's Iowa football.
Yeah, so
100% right with that.
I mean, I like this play. I won't say nothing crazy because I said some crazy stuff last week, like Clemson, and didn't. We're gonna keep it clean. give me under 7.5, man. I like the line, and give me that. I love the hook right there. Paying for the juice, but I like the play.
Yeah, and this week is a lot. You're still getting kind of the big teams playing the smaller schools, so you're getting super big spreads. Obviously, the season will start kicking off week 3, week 4 with better matchups, closer lines. So I don't have anything until later, to about 7:00 games. I don't know if you have anything before then.
I do. You know where we going? You said before. You know where we going? We're going to that Delaware and Colorado. Now, what could I pull out my ass of this bet?
What you find there?
What did I find here? Right? You know what I found? I found that what we talked about with Shedeur gone and Travis Hunter gone, this Colorado offense is very stagnant. I didn't see anything. Is it Slane? What's his last name? In Colorado. I didn't see anything from that quarterback that tells me.
Salter?
Was that his name? Yeah, what was the quarterback? Yeah. I didn't see anything from that game that told me that he's gonna light it up. They went from a passing offense to going to be a run heavy team. Now I know Delaware ain't shit, right? But I don't think that Delaware is going to be able to score enough points, and I don't think Colorado is going to be able to score enough points to hit this line of 50. I like the under here. I like the under 50.5. I can see a 27-20 game,
Really?
24, even if Colorado blows them out, I don't think Delaware is going to be able to score no more than 20 points on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If we get it could be 30-20. And I'm still fine with that. I mean, Colorado's favored by 23, but honestly, I don't think this is the coming out party at Colorado when Colorado's going to just throw up like 40, 50 points. I just don't think their offense is built like that from what I saw last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't like. Let me pull up his numbers real quick. But it was bad, man. And I forget that running back. What was his name? They had a nice little running back who slipped out a lot of the backfield. That had looked like he had some juice. He had some explosion. But that was it. That was it. You know what I mean? Offensive line. They got some big fellas up front now. At Colorado. The big left tackle has another year under his belt. And they look big up front. So pause. But I think might have been kind of crazy. But when you look at Salter, that's his name. But when you look at this offense and what they did last week, very, very underwhelming. And they had chances. Georgia Tech gave up 3 turnovers in the first half. And Colorado at home only put up 20 points.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, is this a get right game for Salter? I mean, he can play.
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I don't think so. Like I didn't see it.
I don't. 50.5 seems to be about right. I don't know if it's gonna be a lot of points scored, so I agree. I agree with you. What's the team total for Colorado?
Let me see. I just don't think Colorado is going to be able to score a lot of points. I mean, and if they do, I don't think Colorado is going to score 40 points. Because that tells me, like you said, Salter is going to have a big game, and he's going to have to throw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. And I just don't see that. I didn't see that, last week. You know what I mean? He had 20. He was 17 for 28 for 159 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Their biggest receiving yards had 39. He had 39 receiving yards. It's like this offense is dull. I don't see this as the coming out part. Now their defense looks okay, but yeah, I think and like I said, if they blow them out, I think their defense will be able to kind of slow down the Blue Hens in Delaware. So yeah, give me the under, man. I like the under here.
Okay.
What is Delaware's? They gotta be 20? Yeah, like it's under 13.5.
Mm-hmm.
Like Colorado's defense, I think is a little bit better than what people might think. I think it's better than it was last year, even though Hunter's not there, like up front, and there's linebackers, like they're pretty. I saw them flying around against Georgia Tech. So, but those are my only 2 bets in college.
Okay.
I'm done with college at this point.
Yeah, and I don't have much either, too. I mean, I want to go to one big game. We'll just take this one game here, going to the big game, obviously, Michigan versus Oklahoma.
Okay.
Probably the biggest game of the day.
Yeah, game of the day. Game of the week for sure. Let me see if I get down there. There was a couple games that I was kind of looking at, too. Like I was looking at that James Madison. Who were they playing? James Madison and Louisville game. But
was that Friday? Was that Friday?
Yeah, that's Friday. That's a Friday game. Yeah. Louisville looks good. You know what I mean? James Madison's a running team, so I'm not sure they're gonna be able to keep pace with Louisville. Like running the ball. They're gonna have to pass, and that's not gonna work out too well. All right, talk to me. Michigan, Oklahoma, -5.5.
Yeah.
Tell me about these teams, what you saw from last week, and what you're seeing this week in this.
So a lot of the games, obviously, we talked about it, we're not gonna really kind of know who these teams are because you have a lot of transfer guys coming into new teams. So I was surprised. I completely forgot about Florida State added a veteran quarterback and out of Boston College that was really athletic, and then you've seen what he was able to do against Alabama. So you got to really be particular when you're looking at some of these games and looking at the rosters and seeing who the transfers are.
Yep.
Here, obviously, the big noise is the quarterback that they spent, $12 million for, and that's Underwood. And just taking a look at him last week, did okay. I wasn't really kind of he's young, he's a freshman, he's gonna have to get adjusted to faster play, bigger games, bigger football, and had a pretty good game last week. Let me just go back to the stats really quick.
Underwood had 251 yards, 21 of 31 passing, 1 touchdown, no picks. Haynes carried the ball 16 times for 159 yards. I think he had a big run. I forget. Yeah. But what about
what I was surprised about majorly was that defense of Michigan. And that is what I saw the most looking at New Mexico State, kind of able to kind of throw the ball around the field. Were they able to put a lot of things into the box? There were some turnovers in the red zone for New Mexico State. I did see a few of those. But they were able to put 17 points up against that Michigan defense that's usually touted about their defense. And that quarterback was able to throw the ball around. I want to take a look at his stats really quickly. I want to say he threw for.
You talking about New Mexico's?
From New Mexico, sorry, not New Mexico State. He had 208 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 3 picks, but a lot of those picks were in their on their side of the field and going in. So what I'm looking at when you're looking at Oklahoma, we know they can throw the football around.
John Maytier.
Yep. So it's just one of them things where I'm thinking if I can see New Mexico able to throw the ball around, and you got John Maytier coming in here, who just recently almost threw over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
I'm going to see a leakage in the back on Washington. I know they didn't play anybody. It was only playing Illinois State. But I feel as though if they're able to kind of move the ball against Michigan, if New Mexico is able to move the ball against Michigan, Oklahoma's going to have their field day, and I think Michigan will have some trouble. And I think it's a short line. So take Oklahoma at home, prime time at night, under the lights.
Yeah, I like it.
The 5.5 there.
Yeah, I like the 5.5 too.
And if you want to take a look at Oklahoma Sooners team total, I will look there too.
24.5.
Yeah, I love it. That's that hook is there, but I think Oklahoma should be able to kind of at least get
4 touchdowns,
close to 30. Yeah.
I
think Michigan's going to have issues slowing down their pass.
Yeah, I agree, and he's a dual threat too, right? Was that Western Kentucky? He came.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him, and I think if he puts a stamp on this game, he'll probably get some early Heisman look. Where's he at? Yeah, plus 1,700 right now.
And you got a couple guys from Oklahoma that didn't play last week that are coming in. So you got a couple pieces that are coming back. And that includes the offensive line, a couple 5-star guys coming from the offensive line. So I think it's important to understand that. I think that line, that'll be my only really big play of the week, is going to be that Oklahoma to cover that 5.5 and try to jump on it early before it goes up to about 6.5, because they are home.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it makes a lot of sense. And like you said, from an offensive perspective, Oklahoma's going to be able to score points. So he was very efficient last game. The height was for real. And if I'm not mistaken, did he break a Baker? I think he broke a Baker Mayfield stat or something. I thought he did in the first game. I can't remember. I thought I saw that on TV yesterday, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think he's a dark horse for the Heisman.
Hey, yeah, I mean it's going to be real murky up here. So, and don't forget, this is also Underwood's first true road game, right? So
yeah,
he's going to Oklahoma, going down south. It's going to be busy down there, man. So this is real big.
Let me see what the rest of their schedule is like. I just want to see Michigan at Temple, Auburn. Well, at least it's home for Auburn. Texas is home. Oh, that's the gambit right there. Home for Texas, out at South Carolina, home for Ole Miss.
Well,
at Tennessee.
They're never home for Texas. That's the.
Oh yeah, that's the red whatever
River,
game. Yeah, River game. Yeah, you're right. My bad. And then at Tennessee, at Bama. Damn, that home for Missouri, and then LSU is gonna be crazy. So yeah, it gets real interesting once Texas. But Auburn showed up too. Auburn looked good.
Auburn did show up. They did. They
Yeah.
really did.
Auburn looked good last week. Okay. Is that the only bet you have for
That
the?
is. That's all I got. That's all I got for this week. It wasn't really too big matchup that I wanted to kind of touch on. A lot of your big spreads I couldn't really kind of get behind. So I'll take it slow.
Yeah. No,
I go
like
1-1 this week.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Real quick about two of the games that we had bet on. Just want to ask, any concern with Clemson, Notre Dame, or even North Carolina? Even though I don't think we didn't know what North Carolina was going to be, but like, is North Carolina that bad? Like, is that? I was like, can I find a bet? The bet Charlotte versus
You're right.
North Carolina
Plus 13, I don't feel like is enough. But I mean, you never know, man. North Carolina look real bad. I don't see that turning
real
around
bad
on a short week.
Yeah.
Even going up the block. But I'm not going to get behind that. I think North Carolina is who they are. But TCU is really kind of showing you that they're going to make a run for the Big 12. The way they play, they just look good offensively. Quarterback has a lot of confidence. He's a veteran. The run game looked really, really good. Now, is that a testament to North Carolina being that bad? Maybe. But I think TCU looked really good just besides them being able to kind of handle and control that whole game. Besides the opening drive.
Offensively, they look real bad. Like offensively.
I mean, shit, defensively, they had 3 touchdowns? Or a special teams touchdown and 2 turnovers. What was it? An interception,
so. Yeah.
A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Once it got out of hand, I kept it moving. I'm like, damn, like the day got
Clemson to me, I feel was super hyped going into this season. And we knew the first game was going to be tough. I think their schedule gets lighter throughout the season. I'm just not a Cade Cutler guy. I just don't think he has it. I think the hype around Cade, the quarterback for Clemson, is bigger than his ability. And I think LSU exposed that. He was late on his reads. He was late throwing the ball, a lot of miscues, was not able to get out the pocket and use his legs. So you have, do I think Clemson will get better later on in the season? They will, because they have an easier schedule. So they'll probably potentially walk into a playoff position. But I don't know. Just because their schedule is easier, they'll be able to kind of walk through
it. Yeah, no, I agree.
You said Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame bounces back.
Yeah,
first game for CJ Carr. He didn't look bad. He looked good. They kind of, they fought. They stayed in there. He made that one mistake, trying to go forward and tie the ball game with the interception in the corner of the end zone, which was a great play by the defender. But I think Notre Dame will be okay.
Well, Beck surprised me too, because I thought Beck fell off.
Beck's a vet, bro. I think we got to kind of hone to him being kind of in that Georgia SEC and kind of just feeling like the team is better than really what he brings to the table. He brought a lot to Miami. When he gets in a rhythm, he's tough, man. He's sharp with the football, very accurate. Carson Beck really looked good last week against that Notre Dame defense.
No, he did. That was the shocker for me. His poise, making the right reads, like you said. Almost like who is it? Daniels from Candace on his 10th year. It's just been around for so goddamn long. Like they just know. So I agree. I think the season's still kind of opening up here, like you said before. And we're just kind of wait and see approach. And our approach now will be, okay, we overreached a little bit week 1, still trying to figure these teams out. So let's pull back and, be a little bit more selective in our bets and see how these teams start to kind of shake out. I do like that Heisman bet though, as an early Heisman. I think when they showed about Arch Manning, I know his odds have dropped drastically to where he was, and it probably be some buyback on him. But I didn't like his throwing motion when I saw it. And defensively, Matt Patricia and them boys in Ohio State, they did some things to kind of confuse him a little bit, I thought. So I
love that Ohio State defense, man. What a defensive team. Man.
Here's an early line for early November, that Penn State Ohio State game. 48.5 is that total right now. So I'll jump on that under for sure. Jump on that under for sure as soon as you can, because that under is going to go way down. It's probably 3 to 4 points over in that game. You know what I mean? That's going to be a defensive battle for sure. So there's a future line for you. All right. Those are all the bets we have for college football. For myself, I'm Moss Money. That's Be Humble. We will catch you on the next one for NFL Week 1.